I want to try to get through this without crying because I'm so mad I can't see straight. This is Liam. Liam is 5 years old. Liam is a student at Columbia Heights School District in Minneapolis, or St. Paul, one of them. ICE used Liam as bait and made him stand in his driveway and try to get his mother to come outside. When his mother would not come outside, and when other family members tried to take him so that they could take care of him and were denied by ICE, they detained Liam and his father and shipped them off to Texas. The superintendent of the Columbia Heights Public School District says that 3 other students, all under the age of 18, have also been kidnapped by ICE in the last 2 weeks. And because the news coming out of Minneapolis is so underreported and or suppressed, so many people hadn't heard about any of it until this picture of a 5-year-old Liam being held by ICE and used as bait in his little fish hat started going viral online tonight. And I remember during the Ferguson uprising how much we needed to rely on the most heinous, the most disgusting, the most dastardly of actions and images that we could capture of the military occupation that we were under to get America to pay attention. And we were not being suppressed like this. We certainly had the story being reported incorrectly, but we could get online and people would hear us tell the truth. And our loved ones, our siblings, our family in Minneapolis can't even rely on that. Here's what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying is that in 2020, when so many of you were moved in a brand new way, in a way that you weren't about Michael Brown, in a way that you weren't about Sandra Bland, in a way that you may not even have been about Breonna Taylor, but you were moved in a particular way. When you heard, as I've heard so many people say, when you heard George Floyd call for his mother, when you found yourself being moved and compelled toward racial justice in a totally different way than you had been before, so much so that you got out on the streets, that you examined your workplaces, that you thought critically about your vote, that you thought critically about the election in front of you, that you thought critically about where to give your money, that you thought much more intentionally and acted much more intentionally about organizing. That's the same thing that Liam deserves, at the very least. Because if you can look at Liam and not see your child, then we've done the whole thing wrong. That could be my baby. That could be your baby. And Liam is all of our baby. So I need you to get in touch with the folks doing the work on the ground and make sure that you're supporting it. And wake up in a way that you haven't before.